Hello, Marie. Many years later, or maybe months later, I don't know. I've got to talk quietly because my son is sleeping and my mom is sleeping. But I want to document my journey, and also, tell a little bit of what's been going on. I don't really know how to explain this, but first of all, let me just say, I don't want your pity. I don't want you to feel sorry for me. I mean that. Number two, I love Jesus Christ with my whole entire heart. That is the truth. Number three, my son, it means everything to me. My daughter means everything to me. My children mean everything to me. Of course, God first. And that's the truth. So, you know who you are. You just keep believing lies, okay? God bless you. So anyways, today is July, let's see, Wednesday is the 10th, Tuesday is the 9th, today's the 8th. Today my son has his assessment with ABA therapy. My son is autistic. And my husband of 7 years abandoned us. He left us. He took my car that had my son's shoes and his car seat that he needs desperately, because people who know there's different spectrums of autism. My son, he's not high on, I don't really know where he is on the spectrum, but let's just say he speaks a little bit, but he doesn't use his words for meaning. And also he can distinguish like daddy, mommy, it's not like he can just go out and say, hey, daddy, da-da-da-da, like normal, whatever. But you will see, or I'm actually speaking to myself at a later time, because I want to do this for myself and my son, because I know that one day, I don't know when, we're going to get through this. We're going to heal. And I hope to God that my husband, of course he won't be my husband later, because that would be absolutely crazy if I got back with a man, no matter how much I love him. Honestly, my heart right now wants him. I want him. But he has brought my life not holy. He has brought my life nothing but hell. This whole 7 years. With a few of good days. But those good days were not real. They weren't real. They weren't genuine. It was all a charade. But as the days go by, as the documentaries go by, we will see, won't we? Because I could go on and on and on and on all day long with what really happened. The truth. Not lies that he has told to people, like one of them. We've been split up for 8 months, and that he's paid my rent and all my bills up for 8 months, and that he has custody of our son. Yeah, or that he's taking care of him. Really? Really? You can't even watch him for like 1 day out of a month. So anyways, that. So I'm here today. Today is the last day we're going to be here. We could be here another day until tomorrow. What is today? Today's Monday. Yeah, we're supposed to be out by Tuesday. I think Tuesday or Wednesday. Tuesday. Yeah, we're supposed to be out of our home by Tuesday. Now, mind you, we've been evicted so many times, and we've moved so many times, because my husband somehow scrounged up the money to get us a new place, and we moved. We've lived at really dumpy places. One of them having black mold for a long time. There's a fly around my head. And that's all past. I don't feel like going into detail. Today I want to focus on, again, I don't want any pity, and I don't want to brag or anything like that. I don't want pride, none of that. I'm just going to tell what's been going on, what's happened. My mother is a godsend. Absolutely godsend. I don't know what I would do without her. And my brother, of course my brother makes good money, and Jonathan probably thinks that he's just going to pay for everything, give me a new car and all that, but he can't. He has too many bills. He can't get me a new car because my husband took off in mine, even though he has his own truck and has to fix the distributor cap. his family is grieved. They're so, oh my gosh, he has crushed them. Not by just abandoning his family like he has, but for all the things that he's stolen and pawned and lied, and he's hurt them emotionally. Oh, the anguish in his mother's. Oh, I feel worse for her than I do for myself, you know? But anyways, here I am today. I'm in my bathroom, in the master bathroom. Just got out of the shower. And, oh gosh, my foot's itching like crazy. Just got out of the shower, got my pajamas on. I had to dig through the stuff that's in the yard of next door to my mom's house. That's where all my stuff is. It's in a yard. Everything that was in this house that I wanted to keep, which probably I'm not going to be able to keep because I have nowhere to put it. And I'm not going to pay for a storage to hold on to stuff that's going to remind me of what I had. No, not doing it. So anyways, I'm going to keep like the washer, dryer, deep freeze, stuff like that, yeah. You know, blankets, clothes, you know, things like that, toys. I got rid of our bed. I got rid of our couch. I don't want to keep that bed that we slept in. Ugh, gross. Gross. Sad, actually. It is gross to me, but it's more sad than anything. And I'm trying to be strong. I'm trying to be really strong, but what hurts me the most, I don't even want to talk about it. What hurts me the most is that my son does not have a yard to play in, a fenced-in yard. We live what we're going to be living now at my mom's. And Jonathan knows. He knows that it does not have running water. And if the water is running, it's not clean. My brother has not fixed it. I mean, he fixed it because it used to not work at all. But when he fixed it, it's still picking up dirty water. So yeah. So we're gonna have to boil water. You kitty. Psych, excuse me. So we're gonna have to boil water. We're gonna have to boil water. Wow. Yeah. We're gonna have to boil water. To take, how many times I'm gonna say that? We're gonna have to boil water. No, yeah. To take baths. You know, because my son, he loves to drink the bath water. He loves it. And, of course, I'm whispering, and I'm reminding you why I'm whispering, because they're asleep this morning. And today he has his assessment for ABA therapy. And thank God, my mom, we have her car. The only thing that sucks, though, is Nathan isn't gonna have his car seat. And I'm telling you, I'm gonna tell you right now, everything that I'm gonna tell you, everything that I tell you is the absolute truth. I'm not a liar. Take it or leave it. Okay? Now, we're going down the road. I'm driving. And my son is not in his car seat. Guess what? He can roll down the window and he's trying to go out. Then, trying to open the door and go out while the car is going down the road. That's what happens in older cars that don't have child lock or locks on the windows. Yeah. Guess who took his car seat? His father. The man that has been with him for 7 years. That vouched to love him and support him and take care of him has put him in harm's way. And also, he's taken his only pair of shoes that I bought him with his money, his disability check. Yes. So I guess Jonathan expects me, without a job, staying home, taking care of my son, because it's a full-time job. Think what you want to, okay? It's a full-time job. I was very blessed to be able to stay home with him. I'm still blessed, but I'm going to have to find some work, which that's not a problem. The only problem is, kind of hard to pay for a babysitter that, what do they call them? Basically, like a doctor? No, not a doctor, a nurse. Yeah, it's more like a nurse. Their field is more like a nurse because he's disabled and he has special needs. For real. Like, he can't even eat with a spoon or a fork, okay? He can get himself dressed, kind of. He can put his shoes on. He can go to the bathroom, but he won't sometimes. He'll just pee everywhere. So I gotta chase him and stay on him. I gotta follow him around, like making sure he don't just pee somewhere. Of course, if I'm over here doing the dishes, or I'm over here trying to cook, I'm over here trying to clean, because he likes to make messes and get into things and just dump things out. Leave a drink down, he'll dump it out. Anyways, this wasn't supposed to be about everything, but I feel like I have to go into detail. And then also, I don't know who's gonna watch this, or who even really cares, but this isn't for you, it's for me, okay? But anyways, and it might be boring to watch it. I don't know. And how I'm feeling right now, for the longest time, I would never record myself without makeup. All natural, wet hair and everything, dark circles. This is what 7 years of hell will do to you. Look at me. If you look at me on my wedding day compared to now, you're gonna say, what happened to that poor girl? And then people, like say, oh, well, you're the one that stayed in it. Da 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 da. Okay, here's my options. Go to a house, okay, that doesn't have running water or clean, fresh running water. Number 2, the septic system is messed up. It backs up underneath the house and you can smell it. It's all in the yard. It's disgusting. Okay. Number 3, the biggest main thing. Of course, the other 2 are really important or really severe. This one is 2. My son's a kid. He's an autistic kid and he loves to play outside. Loves it. In fact, he loves to just go outside and sit on his fort that I bought him with his check. But anyways, go sit outside with his fort, on his fort, and just sit there and look at the sky and look around. And he'll just sit there enjoying nature, There's no fence here, and we live on a really busy highway. So for me to allow my son to go outside would be like me allowing him to go stand in the middle of the busiest highway in the world. It's a death sentence. And I pray to God, because me and my mom are going to have to try to figure out a way to keep him inside. My son knows how to unlock locks. He knows how to push things over to get to unlock locks. So, like I said, literally, you have to stay right behind him. And it is hard when you're all by yourself and you're trying to maintain a home, trying to keep it clean, trying to cook, do laundry, all of those things whenever you have to literally stay behind a child to make sure that they don't injure themselves or something else. So that's a little bit of what I have to deal with. So anyways, today is Nathan's ABA therapy, and by the way, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Wait till you guys see all the stuff that I had to move. And of course, I was the one just grabbing big bags and heavy stuff and really pushing myself because I knew how detrimental this was to get my things. And only have a short period of time. Also, I was in dire need of support. I'm getting evicted. I'm going to lose everything because I don't have a car to move it. And my mother's car, my mom's car, it is so small. It's so small. We would have literally had to make like 100 trips. Like 100, if not more. I'll show you. So I'm going to be walking in here because I want you to see my son sleeping on the floor. My mom's sleeping on the floor. It makes me kind of sad that we're moving without a part of us that's been with us for so long. Even though it's been horrible, it's mainly been horrible because he has a gambling addiction, and his addiction is his God. And whenever you have an addiction like that, and I'm not making excuses by all means, anyone should pick their family, their child, if anything, over themselves. But addiction is selfish. It's very selfish. It's demonic. It's demonic. And the lies this man is told. And then I'm wondering, where's your conscience? Like, where's your conscience? Okay, you know you're addicted. We know you're addicted. We know you have a gambling problem. So why keep hiding it? You know, why keep lying and doing this and that and that? Why not just say, hey, I gave all the money away? You don't want to hurt me? Or you don't want to hurt your son, so you lie to me? How does that make it better? Because when it comes down to reality, for instance, he looked at me with a bald face lie 3 times. And I asked him over and over. Because my Holy Spirit inside told me he's lying. He always tells me, God tells me everything. He told me he paid our rent up. Our rent that was behind of $1,700. He said he paid it all but $50. He lied to me. Crushed me. Crushed me when I found out. First of all, he disappeared. The day he got served with an eviction notice is the day he decided, I quit. I'm not going home. I'm not facing my wife and my son. I'm not going to be a man and responsible and loving and caring and give them a head start and tell them, go ahead. Go ahead and pack your stuff. If you want to leave me, leave me. You know? Or try to work something out instead of taking the only vitality that we had. And not only that, this school district was the best for our son. He took his education away. Excuse me, I have to itch my foot. Because when I tell you it's itching like crazy. My hair is like everywhere. So anyways, I don't want to make this like a forever video. Because me personally, when I go back to watch it, I'm not going to literally sit there for hours and hours and hours listening to da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I want to get to the point, all right? And I've probably said this a million times. Bear with me. Future Marie. Bear with me, sweetie. Future Marie. And then I'll say future Nathan. Future this, future that. You get the context. So anyways, bear with me because I've been under a lot of stress. You can imagine how bad this hurts. Honestly, I can handle it. But my son, he absolutely adores his father. Even though he doesn't know any better. Even though his father does not adore him. At all. He adores a gambling machine or table or slots or something. Rather than his own son's vitality. That's what hurts. And yeah, I get it. This happens every day. But when you're going 7 years, you know, of like, I mean, we have been on vacations and stuff because we got our income tax and stuff like that. Excuse me. But 7 years of being with someone and having your family and watching those special moments whenever your son and your husband, the father, are laying down in the bed beside each other, or you know, just so many things. The times we went to the park, the times we went out to eat, well, drive through. Just so many memories, so many good memories that allowed him and his son and me to form a close, loving relationship. And Nathan would just anticipate the day his dad walked through that door. He would literally, and he still does, stand at the window. And when he first started talking, he started saying, my daddy's here. My daddy's home. That's amazing. That's a breakthrough for him. So the fact that his father motivated him to start speaking. And then, of course, when I have to leave him, he never used to cry. He would just let me or Jonathan leave and not cry or anything. And then last night, I had to go make those trips to U-Haul our stuff in the yard next to my mom's house. He started crying. He started crying for me. It broke my heart because I knew that he was missing his father. Because he never cries. He never cries when we leave him. He's always been so secure, you know? He always has known that, hey, my dad's gonna come back, I'm gonna see him. Or my mom's gonna come back, I'm gonna see her, you know? And he doesn't have words to say how he's feeling. And then once again, here I am elaborating, and it's already been, what, is it 20 minutes? I've been talking this whole time. Alright, I'm just gonna do a walkthrough of our home, future Marie, so you can see where you had all your memories. Well, a few memories, great memories. We've always managed to live about a year, roughly a year, maybe 2, in each different place. Excuse me for doing my nose like that. Yeah. So I'm gonna walk through and show you where my son loves to take a bath. It's like his favorite thing for hours and hours. Everything. Of course, you can imagine it, how it used to look. Okay, I'm gonna switch the camera around, and we're gonna do a walkthrough. Also, I need to go get ready and get my son ready, and I'm gonna have to take him barefooted to his. I'm gonna have to take my son barefooted and explain to them why he doesn't have any shoes. How embarrassing is that? And of course they're gonna say, oh, well, why don't you just buy him some? I'm gonna say, I'm sorry, I'm not even in my own car right now, and kind of sort of broke because I had to pay a lot of money for moving my stuff. Yeah. And first of all, let me mention these names: Michael Christopher, Christopher Carroll, Eric Turner, who else? Ronnie Goodman, Gretchen, and his 2 sons and her son. Okay, those are the people that I want to acknowledge. Those few people I never in a million years expected would show up on the spur of the moment in an emergency basis. After me pouring my heart out, telling my story, telling people we're gonna lose all of our things. My son is gonna lose his trampoline, his swing, his sensory swing that I bought for him, you know. And the reason why I keep saying that I bought for him is because his dad would never ever buy him anything. In fact, I'm trying to think really, really hard what his dad actually has bought for him in the whole 7 years. He's never given me money. Here, go buy the school clothes. Here, get the toothbrushes you need, or nothing. I mean, he would give me money sometimes, but we'd have so many needs, and I'd try to get the kids what they needed, and I would neglect myself. For instance, the wire came out of my bra, and I've been wearing a wireless, unsupportive, horrible bra, just one, every single day. Of course, I wash it. I've been wearing it for over a year now because I will not allow myself to buy myself a bra unless my kids have everything that they need first. Not to mention all the cavities that I'd had to suffer with because I had hyperparathyroidism, which made me very sick. That's a whole nother ball game. Anyways, I had to have surgery because I had a tumor on my parathyroid gland. They had to remove it. Alright, so it's already been 23 minutes. My foot is itching like crazy. Ouch. Alright, I'm gonna walk through here with you. And here we go. Oh no, it's taking a picture. Oh wait. Well, let me switch the camera around while I'm recording. I don't think so. Oh no. How can I do this? I guess I'm just gonna hold it like this. Hold it like that. Hello, I'm in my nightgown, and I literally had to go through a whole yard of clothes just to get these clothes. Okay, so here we have our excuse me. Here we have our sink area. This is the lovely. I hope I'm giving you a good picture. This is the lovely bathtub that my son makes memories in. And here's an example. I don't know if you can see that very well. So I'm just going to kind of move it all around. But as you can see, this is a windowsill. And my son has a condition called pica. It's where you eat weird things and you constantly have an obsession of eating weird stuff. And I begged my husband to just lay something over that, a piece of board or something, to do something where my son couldn't eat that. And he would never fix anything that would, well, he has fixed some things, but to get him to do it, it's like an act of Congress, begging him. Yeah. And then sometimes I would ask so many times, and he would get upset that he would go into a rage and say, why you put all these things, everything on my back? Oh, you keep piling things on my back. Yeah. All right, so bathtub and closet, and of course that's the toilet area. I'll show y'all that it's stocked up. He was supposed to fix it, and I say he, you're probably wondering why not the landlord, right? Well, because he always paid the rent late. Since he always paid the rent late, he never wanted to tell the landlord. I just dropped this. I stapled it to the wall for him and myself. But this is what I wrote. I put in here for my husband to be able to read every day, to give him encouragement, you know. And it says, let's see, can you see that? Back it up. It says, our past is forgiven, our present is secure, and our future is bright. Romans 8:18, for I reckon the suffering of this life is nothing to be compared with the glory to come. God has not given me a spirit of fear, but a spirit of power, love, and a sound mind. Okay. When I even tried creating a honey-do list, you know, so it would be easier. That's the list there. It says curtain rods, hang pictures, light bulbs, move wardrobe, Nathan's bike, oil change, seal bathtub, wash clothes. Of course, it's crossed out and says I wash them. And water hose. And then of course it says Serena's closet. I forgot half of what those were. Also over here on this wall. And this is his favorite bathroom. He would come home and sit here for hours on Facebook and smoking cigarettes and flicking the ashes on the floor. No joke. And filling the trash can full of poopy paper that overspilled. Oh, it didn't overspill. He just sometimes didn't make it in the trash can. Thanks, Jonathan, for doing that to me. Because it was really difficult to do that amongst everything else that I already did. But I'm not complaining. Check this out. Check this out. This is also something I wrote for him. Oh, back up for him. It says, Isaiah 6:10, render the hearts of his people insensitive, their ears dull, and their eyes dim. Otherwise, they might see with their eyes, hear with their ears, understand with their hearts, and return and be healed. Isaiah 42:25. So he poured out on him the heat of his anger and the fierceness of battle, and it set him flame all around, yet he did not recognize it, and it burned him, but he paid no attention. Ezekiel 11:19, 36:26. And I will give them one heart and a new spirit I will put within them. I will remove the heart of stone from their flesh and give them a heart of flesh. And I will give you a new heart and a new spirit. I will put within you, and I will remove the heart of stone from your flesh and give you a heart of flesh. For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. After those days, declares the Lord, I will put my laws into their minds and write them on their hearts. And I will be their God, and they shall be my people. And then here at the bottom I wrote, stony heart to new heart. And then here it says truth. The quality or state of being true. That which is true or in accordance with fact or reality. A fact or belief that is accepted as true. Synonyms: veracity, truthfulness, verity, sincerity, candor, honesty, fact, verity, certainty, certitude. And then John 18:38. Pontius Pilate asked the question, what is truth? The Bible tells the truth about God, men, Satan, Jesus, wasn't afraid to call Satan what he is, a liar and the father of lies. He said, there is not truth in him. When he speaks from his own resources. He is a liar and the father of it. Now, everyone can imagine why I wrote that. But I just try to find things to, encourage him, lift him up. Something good for him to read every day and kind of work on his addictions and loving us and doing his family better. Excuse me, but I have to smoke a cigarette. Yeah, it's horrible. But future Marie, you're going to quit, okay? And it's already been 30 minutes, so I got to make it fast because I got to get ready. And then I don't even have my tennis shoes. I got those shoes right there because I was wearing those and I packed up all my other ones on accident. So I went to go walking around in these things. How embarrassing. Not to mention, I can't find all my clothes because they're all packed up everywhere. So, getting Nathan to his ABA today is very important. And I'm so embarrassed that I'm going to have to go, excuse me, I don't want you to see me smoking a cigarette on here, so, anyways, who cares? Excuse the mess. Anybody who's moved before knows that things fall out, things it's really not that bad considering. Of course, I can show you where my husband's spot. Here's where my husband laid every day. And he would literally flick his ashes on the floor and put his cigarette butts out in our headboard. Gross. Yep, that's it right there. Let's take a walk over here. There's his pack of cigarettes. Ooh, okay. There's our lovely window. Well, I guess you can't see the yard. But yeah, you get the idea. Right now, we're fixing to go see my son sleeping, so I gotta whisper and be very quiet. And I'm gonna make this quick so we don't wake him up. Because once he wakes up, and I'm so tired. I at least want to try to get a little bit of sleep. Alright, here we go.